Take a seat.
It's one thing saying, oh, it's good for the whole country. Then we get feedback says, I go to the kopitiam and now the chap doesn't understand English. He speaks only Mandarin. But if he weren't doing the cleaning and the kopitiam owner wasn't a Chinese and he's brought all his cooks in, that kopitiam would have stopped business. I mean, you see the way they work. They clean up. They've come here like our ancestors did, left their homes and determined to succeed. And you watch their children and how they are sweating their guts out learning English. So, in the schools, many schools, the top few often are Indians, bright Indians or bright Chinese. So, at the end of it all, I mean, besides complaining about language and so on, really, a Singapore father and mother says, look, you bring all these hungry, bright kids in. My children are going to have a tougher time. But would you want them to be competing against you or competing with you as part of your team? That's the alternative. You don't have them with you as part of our team, they'll be part of the Chinese team or the Indian team. I'll be upfront. Most of the bright Chinese students use us as a stepping stone to go on to America. They come to Singapore, get into our top schools, learn English, and keep their Chinese. And they go into America on the Singapore quota. If you say you are an A-level or international baccalaureate from Raffles Junior College or Hwa Chung, the Ivy League, based on past records, will just take you in. If you say you're from Wuhan Zhongxiaoxue, number so and so, I said, oh, well, put Chinese quota, we can't have too many Chinese. And the parents are smart. So you're just pay to mama, they follow their children here, one precious child, and invest their time, energy, effort for him to do well here and go on to America. So why are we so stupid? Because more than half of them will not make the grade to go to America. And the second tier is not bad for us. Then they will take our scholarships, come to NUS or NTU or SMU, and we promise them if they do well, we'll give them a postgraduate in America or Britain, whatever. Without them coming in, we are going to be a decrepit, aging society like Japan. But I give you another problem. Having come in, their husband and wife begins to adopt the Singapore practice, one child. See, they follow their neighbors. They calculate, say, why should I have more than one? Why, I can't go on holiday. I can't do this, I can't do that. One is enough. So, we got to make this breakthrough internally. Otherwise, we're going to have a constant problem. And we've got to get the people to realize, look, if we don't have 2.1 to replace ourselves, we are always dependent. And come 30, 40, 50 years, the Chinese cities will offer you conditions as good as Singapore. Then where do you get them? You go to the interior to get them. Already we are moving into the interior because the bright ones from the coastal regions are going direct to America or coming here and buzzing off. Their parents are bright. So it is a problem that we have to find a solution to. So we look at Sweden, we look at France, but you look at the cost. You know what the Swedish take as part of the revenue? 54% of GDP. In other words, you earn $500,000, 60% goes to the state to support all this. The same way a Singaporean male and woman looks at this and says, okay, I'm off to America where I don't have to do this. You have lost your people. So we are caught in a bind. We got to decide that this is our country, this is our society, and we must remain the majority. Yes, we will take immigrants. Yes, we will take talented people. But we must be the majority. Otherwise, they will change us if they are the majority. So I think 25 years from now, Singapore will be more cosmopolitan because you've got many people from China, India, Malaysia, the region. We have European children doing national service. They've decided, Eastern Europe, parents come here and say, oh, this is a nice place, stay here. Equal opportunities. So we're going to have a Caucasian population domiciled with second generation here. Many of our women are marrying Caucasian men. So you've read in the newspapers, taxi driver says, where are you going? He says, Yio Chu Kang. He says, Yio Chu Kang? I thought Europeans stay in the Tanglin area. I said, no, I stay in Yio Chu Kang. He has a Singapore wife. He's got no expat pay. In the old days, he doesn't get Singapore citizenship. We lose him and his wife and the children. So we thought it over. That will make matters worse for us. Better keep them here, and we got bright children. Because the woman is a graduate, he is a graduate. Why do we want to lose them? So we are going to become more cosmopolitan. The second generation will speak like us, will behave like us, and culturally they'll become part of us. But ethnically, more diverse. But that's happening all over the world. In Europe, America, only in Japan they don't want foreigners. In Europe, when I was there as a student in the 1940s, the only non-Europeans I saw were students and ex-servicemen who were being demobbed. Today you go to France, Britain, Germany, you got mosques, Hindu temples, Pakistanis who go back to Taliban areas for training to blow up Britishers, who go on television and speak in perfect English, said, I'm going to kill you. So, how do you get rid of them? They are part of your community. So, air travel and open borders have created mixed societies all over the world. I was surprised that in Sweden, which was a very white country, and very cold too, you now have Somali refugees, all kinds of refugees, also Sri Lankan refugees. Tamils who are being persecuted in Sri Lanka are in Sweden, and in Denmark, and in Norway. That's the new world. How will it all work out? I think air travel, you have to cross oceans, mountains, rivers, huge rivers. It's very slow. You can only go this far, and that's your border. But when you can buy an air ticket, I will get you anywhere, and there's no stress, no strain, you have arrived. You can get in illegally, and you get lost in the crowd. And after a while, you're part of the workforce. The Americans estimate that by 2050, the Hispanic population will be the major ethnic group. Because open borders, the Spanish-speaking people from the south will cross the Mexican border. They come in boats, they cross by land. And the American employers need them. They need their labor to pluck fruits, do all the hard jobs. So this is a world in flux, and we are part of that. What is the end result? I say that depends on us and whether we have 2.1 reproduction rate. As simple as we don't have that, we are going to have this constant stream of new citizens who coming in here will become like Singaporeans and also have one child. Then we are perpetually stuck. Now over to you.
Take a seat.